Started. So, this league we are going to play Jeskai Control. We played Is It Drake's earlier. This is on a previous video, and if you missed it, it will be up on YouTube for those of you that are here on Twitch. I'm able to find much in the way of standard cyber guides and general TBH. They're out there. They're just on different websites. So yeah, this is Jeskai Control. This is a list that was at the most recent GP. I think it was in an Asian country, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. But I don't actually know. I don't keep up with the GP circuit, and it looks like a GP that was not pronounceable. But it seems pretty actual stock as far as Jeskai goes. We're not doing the Adrian Sullivan craziness with treasure map and like 4 Niv-Mizzets, which actually might be good. Like powering into Niv-Mizzet with dive down backup is just like a 1-2 punch in standard. That's pretty hard to beat, and treasure map really helps enable that. But I don't know. Like I want to legitimately give the stock version a try first. So, not much to talk about in the lands. Just like play infinity dual lands, and there's 26 lands. I guess like 5 islands of note is quite a number, but like most of your spells are blue if you just like quick glance scroll across. So mana base, there's not much thinking to be done. Just like 4 ofs of all the dual lands basically. When there's Hollow Fountains in this deck, there probably won't even be basics, right? Getting in the 1-drops, opt, best cantrip in standard. Same thing I had to say about it in Drake's. Just the best cantrip. It really helps enable this. It's really good with Niv-Mizzet, etc. Just like hard not to include this deck in your blue decks in standard right now. Spell Pierce still very good. Pairs well with Niv-Mizzet as well. Like if they play like a big if you play Niv-Mizzet, they play Vivian Reed. You can Spell Pierce it. It's pretty attractive to do. Also, just like very good against a lot of the early game, and people aren't expecting it that much. It's beginning to catch on a little bit, but it's pretty. I mean, it's just a very powerful card. 4 Niv-Mizzet main deck. Jeez, that's so many. 4 of main deck. Seal Away. I mean, this card you've seen people like go on and off with including in their deck, and it's a really interesting, like it's actually one of the really interesting like metagame parts of standard is whether or not you should play around Seal Away and like settle the records, right? Like set both of those in the same vein. Like whether or not to attack with your Niv-Mizzet is a real big question in standard against Jeskai a lot of the time. And usually the answer is no. Like usually legitimately don't attack with your Niv-Mizzet if they have cards in the hand because of Seal Away. It's like, well, if you get Seal Away, I feel like you're the biggest dumb idiot there is. Unless of course you have protection. So Seal Away is a pretty nice one, being able to like exile Niv-Mizzet without making them draw cards really attractive, although obviously they can play around it by just not attacking. Negate's a good 1-of in standard when you see most of your deck through cantrips and through just like a game going late. It's just like a good 1-of to have access to. 1-ofs are good in standard for that reason, like in these control shells. Justice Strike, pretty reasonable 2-mana removal spell. Once again, another like card that's good at killing things that have more than 4 toughness. Normally, blue and red specifically has trouble doing that. White doesn't really have that much trouble doing that, but it has trouble doing that at a reasonable rate. And Justice Strike does a very good job of doing that. Once again, good 1-of to have access to. Sinister Sabotage, just the best counter spell there is in standard. Like the control decks will always play 4 of whatever the best cancel is. Pretty excited that this one's closer to Dissolve than it is to Disallow. Dissolve was a sweet card. So yeah, being able to counter spells for that one's pretty attractive. Deafening Clarion. What? We're literally giving away a free sub. Shut up, Chris. Deafening Clarion. This is a card that I'm really excited to play with. It seems like it pairs really, really well with Crackling Drake and Niv-Mizzet. Like being able to give those lifelink and just recover from like early pressure seems like a really, really like attractive thing to be doing. Just like sweep your board, give my creature that like lifelink, attack you. Just like seems absolutely game ending. Like this seems like a 1-2 punch as much as like Niv-Mizzet dive down is, to be honest. Chemister's Insight, the old inspiration. These inspiration effects have gotten really popular as of late. Like we saw Glimmer of Genius and Hieroglyphic Illumination in the previous standard. Here we have Chemister's Insight, which is actually almost even better than either of those. Being able to jumpstart it is very, very good. Crackling Drake, just like kind of the Drake of the hour. That's why we're here. This is what the stream's about. We're draking with Drake. So here's the Crackling Drakes, so we can keep it on theme. Cleansing Nova as a 1-of, getting back to 1-ofs being good in decks that see a lot of cards. Having access to a sweeper is really attractive. Being able to destroy all artifacts and enchantments can also randomly be good. I don't know, Cleansing Nova is a very good card. Teferi, I don't think I needed to explain to anybody why this card's messed up. We had an entire format where this card's just like absolutely bonkers. So, pretty natural include in this deck. 2 Niv-Mizzet seems pretty low, I think. But once again, you're going to see a lot of cards, and ideally, when we cast it, we're going to have enough mana up to keep it alive through like Sinister Sabotage, Negate, Spell Pierce, just like random things to keep it alive. Like, we're not dive downing like Adrian was. What's the deal with your Facebook post? Something about a friend from school? Yes, my good friend. My good friend Crackling Drake. We go way, way back to school. He doesn't have infect like I do, but Crackling Drake is a brother of mine. I look out for my boys. My boys. Bat, no Grixis, no Mardu. What do you mean, Bat, no Grixis, no Mardu? Hodgepodge, what are you talking about? Oh, I understand. You're responding to Chris's tomfoolery. All right, yeah, I'm with it. Fardas Bridgerton goes around to go so 4. You guys are absolute clowns. All right, finishing up the main deck. Syncopate I actually think is a fantastic card. Like, it gets to function as a sensor in a lot of matchups, and we all saw how many people got blown out by that. And it just, like, has more upside as the game goes on. Also, being able to exile in a format with so much jumpstart is really, really attractive. Or against Black-Green, where they have, like, a lot of recursion. Expansion Explosion, I really like having access to one of, like, really being able to finish somebody off. Like, if you get, like, one hit with a Crackling Drake, they're legitimately in, like, danger of just, like, getting explosioned out of the game late in the game. That's pretty sweet. So, all told, the main deck, even though it looks like a hodgepodge of stuff with all the one-ofs, I think is actually pretty tight. I'm pretty excited to give it a try. Let's briefly go over the sideboard before we jump into the matches. So, Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce seems pretty good against, like, I don't know, like the mono white decks where you have like History Benalias, Heroic Reinforcements, and Legion's Landings. Like being able to catch a lot of that really early and mana efficiently seems attractive. I don't know if that's the like exactly all the matchups it's there for, but I really am excited to try in that matchup. Like we have sweepers to pick up a lot of the creatures, so we can afford to have things like Spell Pierce in our deck. Negate's just going to be good in a lot of spots. Control Mirror specifically is where it'll shine the most. Being able to just counter non-creature spells. Like these are the kinds of cards that are always end up as staples in sideboards of any given format they're legal in. Access to another Seal Away. Really good against the Adonta Vanguards. Reasonable against like Phoenixes. So it's probably coming in for the Drakes matchup. Can also randomly catch Niv-Mizzet, although that's like much worse. Justice Strike, like these are like notably like pieces to tailor our removal suite. Like if in a given match, I don't know, like Justice Strike's bad, but Seal Away's good, we can kind of make that swap, and likewise the other way around. Or just like if Deafening Clarion's bad, we can shave on those and just bring both in. It really like lets us these cards having just one of their sideboards let us tailor our removal suite to like whatever we're playing against. Invoke the Divine. For when you need to blow up some artifacts and enchantments, you have Invoke the Divine. Also gains 4 life. Reasonable. I don't actually know if this is for mono red, but I kind of really interested in bringing this like the most of it against mono red because we like the card we die to is Experimental Frenzy and it also gains 4 life. Seems attractive, but I don't know for sure. Legion Warboss also kind of seems like it's for the control mirror. If you guys are just playing land go, the person that gets to play this like 3 mana like efficient threat after porting out all the removal is going to trash the other person. So if Jeskai mirrors are popular, this card seems like something I really want access to. Lyra. Pretty good, just overall threat. I actually think I would like it against Black-Green as well as just mono red. Like, obviously it's good against mono red, right? Like, you have this giant Baneslayer Angel. But Baneslayer Angel is just, like, a very good card in general. I think there's actually quite a few spots I want this. Like, I would want it against Drakes. Being able to, like, 5 power for striking some Drakes down seems really hot. Being able to, like, always gun down, like, Phoenixes to where Phoenixes are, like, actively embarrassing is really attractive. And it's not exactly easy. Like, the Phoenix deck has, like, a bunch of lava coils, so it's, like, seems pretty easy for, I mean, it seems pretty hard for Drakes to answer. Star of Extinction, this card's almost exclusively for Black-Green, one of the pillars of the format right now, something a lot of people are really looking at playing. It kind of just stops everything they're doing. Like, literally just being able to go, like, blow up your Memorial to Folly, kill your, like, Vivian Reed and every creature on your board is just, like, absolutely devastating against Black-Green. And I expect a lot of people to be packing these this weekend. And honestly, at the Invitational, I expect Black-Green to kind of perform badly overall. If the deck's not busted, so I guess that's a caveat, right? If Black-Green isn't busted, I think the deck will perform very poorly because I think a lot of people are just like packing this huge hoser for them. Finally, to round out the sideboard, we have an Expansion Explosion. I have no idea where I'm bringing this in. Definitely the Jeskai Control mirror. Where else? Not a clue. Probably Black-Green. I don't think I want it against Drakes, but it's a sweet card. I'm excited to play with it. I just don't know how, like, I don't know how much, like, we want this in other matchups. I'm not even sure if this is a terribly good card to have in our sideboard, but I don't question the professionals. I am only here to ape. Alright, yep, that's a Jeskai deck. And we are going to go ahead and jump into it. Friendly. We gotta be friendly. We're trying to all be friends. Let's play against a million black green like we did last league. Boop. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We've been live for about 2.5 hours. This will be the last league of the day. I'm playing these two before I get ready to... I have to actually pack for the Invitational after this because I'm leaving right after work tomorrow. So this is basically the last of the standard testing I'm doing, which is ironic because it kind of feels like I'm doing like a lot of this stuff for the first time. Like I'm playing a lot of these decks for the first time, but I decided early on I wasn't playing black green and I was playing a Crackling Drake strategy, and I've been doing a lot of my testing with 8 Drakes because I really liked that deck on the surface. But I wanted to give these decks a sanity check in case they really impressed me. I wasn't that impressed with the Arclight deck, so I think I'm more likely to play 8 Drakes than the Arclight deck. Although keep in mind, I've only played like 2 or 3 leagues with the 8 Drakes deck too, so like really I'm kind of just working with a bunch of mediocrity. On the play against Thought Erasure, I'm also unsure. Yeah, I agree, Hot Podge. I have no idea. Legitimately just don't have a clue. But I also wanted to give Jeskai a try. There's been a lot of people that I've been testing with that have been hyping up Jeskai, and so I do want to give it a legitimate try before I commit to playing like something like 8 Drakes. This hand's really good. This hand's really good. I actually really like Deafening Clarion a lot. Like, Deafening Clarion is a good reason for me to, like, look into playing Jeskai at this tournament, because I think this card is just, like, very well positioned right now. Ride of the Valkyrie with aim noises. Yeet. Alright, yeah, let's chuck this in. I wonder what I could have. I could be representing Shock or Opt or Spell Pierce. Big brain. Big brain. Big brain. Die. Explosioning with a Niv-Mizzet on the board feels better than anything else in the entire game. Well, now it's a little unfortunate that I don't have the Shock, huh? Opt. Oh, God. I don't know if I want this or not. I don't think I do. Like, I feel like we're going to get a lot of incremental card advantage against this deck. This is really attractive. I want them to play, like... If they play a Jade Light, I don't know, like, I'm tempted to just Deafening Clarion it. If they play a Wild Growth Walker, I'm definitely Deafening Clarioning it. Deafening Clarioning it. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to untap and Deafening Clarion. Boop. White. Red. Ooh, and my creatures gain lifelink. All my creatures have lifelink. Silvos DS. I guess you're obligated to play a Drake deck if it's good. I mean, yeah, I have no other option. I don't know what you mean. Find both of these cards again. Alright, fine. Play your elf. You'll never guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it back. Alright, well, we're going to miss. Now I'm much more tempted to, like, counterspell something. Tempted to just seal away this. What are you doing? Whatever, I'll just take the 1. If they do nothing, we'll seal it away. We can always seal away in step. Alright, well, they don't want to do anything, so we'll seal away. Try to keep you off Carnage Tyrant for as long as possible. Boop. Steam Vents. That's a good draw. Bottom of the Chemister Insight, because I wanted to draw lands. Finally drawing the lands, and now I'm wishing I had the Chemister's Insight. This is awkward. This 18-turn clock. Let's go! Die into it! Wild Growth Walker. I want to get some of these counterspells out of my hand. Alright, do I want the land? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. Like, they're probably going to play an Explore creature here. They did not. That's incredibly interesting to me. There's actually merit to shocking this end, because that way we can Sinister Sabotage plus hold up Syncopate for 1. But I don't think that's terribly good. I think Carnage Tyrant me, we're probably not in great shape. That's going to get picked up with a Clarion. I've died to an Elvish Mystic. I mean, I think everybody has died to, like, an Elvish Mystic in their lifetime before. I've killed somebody across, like, from, like, 12 to 0 and I get Sparta Pyromancer with a Noble Hierarch. Just, like, under an Ensnaring Bridge. Just, like, attacked each turn with the only card I could, and they just, like, died to it. It was pretty sweet. I'm like fine taking hits from this. Like, my life total is quite the resource in this matchup. And if they're just like fine doing nothing, then I too am fine doing nothing. Although this probably means they just have Carnage Tyrant, and we don't really have a great way to answer that outside of the one of Cleansing Nova. I guess I can like syncopate this for everything. I'm here for that. What is that? Syncopate for 4? Yeah, boop, boop. 1,000,000 mana. Done. There we go. We syncopated it. We're making these syncopates live. Oh, the old shame play the 4th land. Womp womp, opponent. Go. I've attacked a lot of times with the Baleful Strix before. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Baleful Strix. Or Snapcaster Mage. There's another good one. Like, just Snapcaster you to death. Like, definitely 20-0'd some people with the Snapcaster Mage. Hell, I'm getting 20-0'd by this. This is a lot of mana. Huh. I wonder if we can run this back. I think we can. Boop. Four. Done. Syncopate that for 4. Look at these great counter spells. Just like 6 mana counter target spell. So busted. I don't want to hold this. But we will not. Just trying to keep my Syncopates alive and keep the Sinister Sabotage for Niv-Mizzet. Big dragon that wins the game. Same thing. Niv-Mizzet. They're all the same card. Yeah, that's fine. This might tempt me to Clarion, because like I'll just counter the next find. Vivian Reed enters the real card zone, sure. Spell Pierce. That card's gonna have targets. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and sweep these up. Oh, wow, I'm really stupid. Tapping's hard. Boop. Alright. Go. Really wish I beat down a guy with a 1/3 Wildgroth Walker from 18 to 3. Jeez. Alright, Vivian Reed. Yeah. I mean, this is what I signed up for. I signed up to counter this with this. Teferi. Well, don't mind if I do. About time. Alright. Now we play our big dumb thing that wins the game and probably win the game. If we don't, I'd be pretty sad. I'm tapping like an idiot. Although I don't know what leaving up white actually does, so I'm not actually going to. Why is tapping so hard, you guys? It's not easy. This is where you extend the hand. Yeah, I mean, they might have contempt, to be fair. Doesn't look like they do. The fact that like we get to untap 2 lands and the Syncopate might be live is just actual nonsense. Boop, boop. Alright. Like, yeah, like now we like can legitimately Syncopate for 4. Now they have a billion lands, so we're probably never catching anything with it, but theoretically we could. MTGO is not good software, that is correct. I should be doing this on Arena, especially because control decks are better on Arena. Contempt. Why would you wait till I untap? 5 mana? I guess you want me to tap out on my turn? Okay, I mean I will. What is this? 5, 6. Boom. Oh wait, I can leave 1 land up. Cancel. Alright, there we go. Boom. 6. Done. Boom, look at this Syncopate. 7 mana counter target spell. So busted. They'll probably concede to this too. Boop, draw a card. Ooh, Opt is good. We have 2 1-drops, chat. Look at all this. We have 2 1-drops. Sure, we'll untap this and this. I'll tap out now so that I can untap my instap. Yeah, no kidding. This card just basically untaps my lands for me. Oh, they drew another land. I love that they literally flooded and we countered 3 spells with Syncopates. That is absurd to me. I legitimately don't understand how this happened. Alright, let's see. What is black-green? What are we doing against black-green in the sideboard guide? Sideboard out. Niv-Mizzet, Seal Aways, Essence Scatter, Revitalize. I don't think we're playing all those cards, but whatever. Niv-Mizzet seems bad. Okay, sure. I'm with it. Seal Aways. Sure. Negate doesn't seem ideal. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's not fine. I don't know. I don't really know. I have no idea. Spell Pierce actually sucks. Get Spell Pierce out of my deck. Alright. Spell Pierce, Seal Aways. Niv-Mizzet. What do they want? They want settled. Oh, they do want Negate in the deck. Fine. Stars, Cleansing Novas, Disdainful Strokes, etc. Boop. Not playing around the third Syncopate. What a mistake. I mean, yeah, especially when they're flooding out. It's like so funny to me that like we actually caught them with that. I don't know. I don't know how much of this nonsense I want. Like, do I want this card? I don't know. Probably not. I like Negate because it does counter Planeswalkers, which are the cards that matter in this matchup, right? Maybe this is fine. Ugh, mismatched opt. Look, it's Mana Trader's fault, not mine. Don't blame me. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Is Crackling Drake a good Magic card in this matchup? Seems like it might be. It's not great with the sweepers, but I guess it's good with this. Is Justice Strike a good card? It doesn't seem ideal. Oh, this blocks Carnage Tyrants. That has to be insane. That's kind of what I'm considering doing. Steal damage to my Planeswalkers too. Yeah. Womp womp. Drake, why do you suck with your mismatched ops? Dude, ops are great. Mismatched ops are not great, but what do you want from me? There's probably other mismatched stuff too. What are you guys looking at me? Why is this got to be attack Drake time? Let's see, my land's probably mismatched. Well, they actually not. Did they manage? No. See, look at my Steam vents. They're awful. Complain about those. Come on, chat. Get it together. I don't really want this much counter magic. We're going to put one Niv-Mizzet in my deck. This is just utter nonsense. I have no idea what I'm doing. We probably can't lose this matchup if we tried, but this is, that sideboarding was kind of loose. Kind of loose, chat. How about 500 mana worth of spells and, like, 2 lands and a cantrip? Like, the size of this hand's like a snap keep. Like, it's not even close. Like, I'm looking at my 2-land hand with, like, a 5-drop and a 7-drop in it, and I'm just like, Sneep! This hand's great! It's absolutely absurd. Alright, chuck this in. Go. Like, maybe that's just, like, why this deck's busted. Are you literally about to miss your land drop? Opponent, please. Please. Just please. I don't want to have to do this to you. I really don't. I really don't. Although, honestly, I may have messed up by leaving this on top. Like, I really wanted one last game, but, like, I may have actually just messed up. Never mind, I'm professional. I was just talking about how I might have messed up, Chad. What a joke. GG, opponent. Are you done? Yeah, you're done. You don't want to play Magic with me anymore. Alright, so as you can see, our aggro deck, we killed him on turn 3. So, yeah, deck's insane. Glad we're here, playing that Invitational. Have a nice day. No, but for real, Black-Green's supposed to be a good matchup. We won game 1 pretty reasonably easy. Game 2, they kept it non-functioning and it died. So, that's just what's going on. This hand is odd, but it has, I think I'm keeping this. Like, it has a sweeper, it has a counterspell, it has a removal spell, it has another counterspell. This hand's actually, like, actively good if we draw any land on our deck, I think. And I think it literally is any land. We can even, like, not be able to cast this, and, like, we can still cast this. Huh. Do you have Billy's DS charger? Yeah, I think I do. I have, well, no, I have, like, some charger that was in my backpack when I got home, but I do, yeah. I can bring it to work tomorrow if I remember, which I probably won't because I'm useless. Let's play the island. My opponent went island go. I don't know what that means. Not sure your opponent was the best representative of Black-Green Pilot. I think that's a fair assessment, Silvos. How's Jeskai been going? Jeskai, I mean, we just 2-0'd a Black-Green player that played pretty medium. So, I guess it's going good so far. I mean, control decks always punish people that don't play very well. So, it's not even really very indicative of anything. I think we have to shock this. Gosh, do we have to shock both of these lands in? That is, like, so frustrating. What are the chances, like, we want to use this, but we can't use this? I don't think it's very high. I'm actually going to preserve my life total. This is, like, kind of risky. Like, it has to be, like, this needs to convert into a sensor if they play something I want to counter next turn. Like, where, like, I wouldn't be able to use this. Oh, this is the Pirates deck! This is what Jeff Hoogland's playing at the Invitational. So if you guys are watching the Invitational, you want to ship me this sideboard guide? Sure, I'll show you what I'm working with. I mean, it's, like, super outdated, I think, but it's just something that I found on the internet with a basic Google search. Curious Obsession. That is fine. Yeah, this is what Hoogland's playing. It's pretty sweet. This is like, there's 0 chance to seal away resolves. Wait, seal away. Boop, yep. Dive down, yep. They draw a card. That's fine. But yeah, Hoogland's playing this blue-black Spirits deck. It's basically just an evolved version of the mono-blue tempo deck. I'm gonna get your land drop right, so I get to just like sweeper this away. Do no white, red. Alright, kill that, please. Turn yours. Wow, low-key throwing shade. What? What am I throwing shade about? Thought erasure. Oh no! We're dead. But, yeah. So, I don't know. This deck might be good. I would like for this deck to be good. I actually really like these like tempo decks. I like mono blue tempo. I played that deck a little bit at the BCW challenge in Vegas. I got the privilege of joining the BCW guys to play in their BCW challenge, and I played I played the mono blue tempo deck, and just like it felt like it just crushed people sometimes. It was really sweet. Do you shock this in red, blue? No, I don't. Blue, red. I'm just gonna run this out there. We're probably not going to block, because if they have another one of this card, like this card gives their pirates Death Touch, and like I just like don't want to trade my Crackling Drake for this. If they play a Curious Obsession, I'll probably block. Thief of Sanity. Yep. Never deals combat damage. That's fine. It's a pirate. It's not even a pirate. Boop. Draw. It's a pretty good draw. Now I have to like block this every turn, and we're gonna start taking one. Spot removal's bad, but thankfully we have a lot of sweepers in our deck. It's just what I found after a simple Google search. I mean, it is kind of like throwing shade, like, I guess. It's not, I guess it's not that hard to Google stuff. Why are we holding priority in combat here? Oop. Take my one. You got me. Thief of Sanity. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it like this. I want to convert this Syncopate, but the thing is, I guess we get to play it on Spell Pierce, which is just really attractive, so I am pretty happy with this trade, provided it actually works. We just can't let that Thief of Sanity get going. They'll just turn us a card advantage. Like, the thing that makes this Pirates deck, like, reasonable is that they basically get another copy of Curious Obsession through Thief of Sanity. So, would you like to pay 2? I might, actually. There's a chance I need this land. I'm actually going to shock it in. And now, like, our Drake gets to, like, Stonewall them, which is pretty nice. I want to Sabotage. That way, if they have Retort, we can Syncopate it. That might be true. Yeah. Well, I don't think they play Wizard's Retort, right? Because this is the only Wizard in their deck. Like, they're a Pirates deck, not a Wizard's deck. What if I want to play this land? I think I do. Like, we just have Syncopate in our hand, so, like, holding lands is just really dumb, I think, when you have Syncopate in your hand. Like, you just don't want to overthink it. This is an awkward stalemate. They're not going to attack unless they draw this piratey guy to give a pirate Death Touch, or although it doesn't give this Death Touch. Up, see if we can get Niv-Mizzet. Chemister's Insight's a top. A sweeper also like would have been good there, like hitting Deafening Clarion just to like sweep them and then gain life is pretty good. Pretty good against all this nonsense. This is where we get to just like pull ahead because they're not attacking. This is where the Jeskai Control deck will excel. Because you are not attacking. Are you going to counter this for real? This is what you spend your counter spell on. Hey, deal. Nope, we'll not do that. Unopt. Don't think I want to cast an Niv-Mizzet even if I draw it here, although there's only one left in my deck because they thought erased the other one. Alright, sorry, Lookout's Dispersal. Yeah, they play that for some reason. I don't really get the card choices of this deck a little bit. I'm sure they make a lot more sense when you play a lot with this deck, but I've only seen it. Like, I've only seen, like, a deck list before. It's just, like, something like I'd be like, oh, that's neat. I like that it feels like it's mono blue, but evolved into being a reasonable deck. Up. Bottom. If we draw land, we get to discard Chemister's Insight. We do. Boop, 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 boop. Draw 2 cards. If they want to look out Dispersal this again, that will happen. Cleansing Nova. We can just sweep it. But I don't think I want to sweep it. Like, I really enjoy the stalemate we're in. Because I think we're just like favored, so like we can actually get them to overextend harder into this Cleansing Nova, I think. And we basically can't lose, whereas I think we can reasonably lose if a Memorial to Folly. If we go Cleansing Novaing recklessly. Chemister's Insight. Whereas I'm perfectly content doing this all day. Discard this. That actually worked. What the heck? I'm also very content to do this. Boop. Kill all your stuff. Gain some life. Ape! This is a pretty good turn. They don't want to play Magic with me anymore. I don't understand. Apparently this deck has a little bit of trouble playing against the Crackling Drake. So I'm going to look at the sideboard guide and probably sideboard very similar to how Mono Blue was. This deck didn't exist before. Boarding End of Mizzet, Seal Away. Yeah, you want like the removal spells. I can see that. Oh, get over here. I need to build up stacks. We want Justice Strike too. Expansion Explosion, Negate, Cleansing Nova. Well, we don't have some of these cards, but we have Lyra. Negate. I guess we'll bring this in. Kind of like Spell Pierce just to combat some of their like early tricks too. This card is not the most unreasonable, but I think these are the only cards really worth considering. The Planeswalker seems kind of bad. I won't lie to you. Teferi seems like a pretty mediocre Magic card in this matchup. So I think I'm probably going to cut some number of Teferi. I don't really like Planeswalkers against the, like, tempo deck. Like the Spell Pierce deck, I just don't really want it. Pierce for Obsession, never mind, you got it. Yeah, I like Pierce. Pierce is good. Well, it's not even just for Obsession. It's actually for, like, Lookouts, Dispersal, and stuff like that. And, like, yeah, just, like, defending this, like, turn 4 Clarion with Spell Pierce backup's pretty attractive. 2 Negates. This card, I just like, don't even like it that much. On the draw, I think counterspells are going to be a little bit worse. So I'm pretty on uncutting some number of them. Like, specifically not 1 mana removal spell, like 1 mana counterspells like Spell Pierce. Like, I think this card's going to be good. I think this card gets much worse. I can see cutting a Chemister's Insight. It's just like kind of slow and mopey. I think Teferi's a little more mopey. Maybe not. Maybe leave 1 Teferi and cut a second Chemister's Insight. I'm going to try something like this. Convert him at a cost. It is like kind of awkward that I feel like I'm raising the CMC of the deck after sideboarding against the tempo deck, but whatever. I want -2 Tef, -2 Chemisters, -2 Syncopate. I think Sinister Sabotage is worse than Syncopate. I think Syncopate's pretty reasonable in the draw. Expansion can still be a 2 mana copy or counterspell to protect mine. Yeah, that's true. Did you see the second Flex Tape video yet? I have not. I have not had time to watch your nonsense. Whoa, this hand's interesting. So like literally we have the Deafening Clarion with Spell Pierce backup, but we don't have a blue land. But like this doesn't need blue lands to operate. We have 26 lands in our deck, so we have 23 left right now. I think I'm just keeping this. I'm just keeping this. In fact, I already capped it before like I even finished talking. Did they keep a no-lander? What is happening here? Oh. I was like, what the heck? Boop. Nope. I mean, if we never hit the blue land, I'm gonna feel dumb. But if not, I think this hand's great. Yeah, I'm just playing Golgari because it's busted. I don't think Golgari's busted. I think Golgari is like the fairest, like most like reasonable thing to be doing in this format. You literally just said you weren't going on Facebook. What do you mean? 23 lands, but how many blue sources? Probably 17, right? 3 of the 6 dual lands, which I think are the only non-blue lands we play. Because the deck's mostly blue, so obviously it makes sense that we play the blue lands. Look, a hand of no castables. 26 minus 8. Oh, it was close. Yeah, I'm going to study during Magic. No, you're not. You're not going to be able to study during Magic. Isn't Teamer Shaman Ethan? Yeah, it is. Which means humans I'm going to scrub out. Which means I'm going to scrub out. Yes. What are you playing in Modern, Ethan? Well, they're not doing anything either, so... I didn't even draw an A land at all. I don't know what the odds are of that, but they're not high, I feel like. I'm not asking for a ton here. Not asking for a ton here. Even Justice Strike would have been a good spell to draw. I've gotten pretty maximally punished for keeping a greedy hand, which is fair. Like, this card's pretty irrelevant. Probably just take this. It's like the card that catches me back up. I am playing Amulet Titan. That seems like a good deck. Did you see Will Pulliam's list? I don't know if he's still in this chat, but if you see Will Pulliam's list from the RPTQ, I recommend just playing that. That deck's really great. He really knows what he's doing. All right, so now he's overextended. He or she is overextended into a Clarion, so we are going to draw a Clarion and punish them. Right? So this always goes. We are going to draw a Clarion. John Chad gets the extra. Phil Swift did it. I put 390 matches since Will won the Open. I should know if he'd seen his RPTQ list, because, like, he's doing some big brain stuff like Trinket Mage and stuff like that. And, I mean, Will's a genius. Okay, now we can't win. Clarion. Hey! Shock. We're at 15. I guess we should, like, opt to main phase. That way they can't dispersal it. That's an interesting one. So that's Death Touch, right? Alright, if you have it, you have it. Make you have it. Go. What? That worked? What? I am legitimately in awe that worked. Even though we're about to die to Thief of Sanity anyway, I'm like just like legitimately beside myself that worked. Yeah, we have no 1-mana removal spells, so they're gonna get a card out of me. You're going to lose? Probably. I mean, we just got a pretty good exchange, but I'm probably still going to lose. Alright. You just have to start counting our own spells, right? Jeskai, really? I thought I could respect you, Drake. Oh, you thought terribly wrong, my friend. Terribly wrong. Alright. Don't take my magic cards. I mean, to be fair, this deck still has Crackling Drake in it, so I'm still staying on brand. Alright. Whatever, counter my thing. Watch them have drawn a counterspell from the Thief of Sanity or whatever. Oh, that's so good. Please don't kill this. I don't know what they could have for this. Oh, they just have Lookout Dispersal, and I just like look like a big idiot. I really want this to resolve. To jam or not to jam? That is the question. They let my Chemister's Insight resolve, which I don't think they would do. How many removal spells do they play for this? I wish I knew this list a little bit better, and I have no idea what they exiled. Right? I want a 1-for-1 with Clarion, then play hostage. They play Hostage Taker? Oh, God. Fine, Hostage Taker's a good reason. Also, let's not tap out of blue. Yeah, I'm fine 1-for-1ing. I mean, we're already up on cards, so 1-for-1ing's fine. No, I look pretty smart and thin. I actually should have left stuff double blue, but I have Negate anyway. I should have left that double blue, probably. Just in case, like, I needed a double Spell Pierce for whatever reason. But You don't need to know this list. Tabir is just bad. I don't think it's just bad. I think it might be a better mono blue, and I think mono blue is very reasonably positioned. So, I mean, like, I considered mono blue pretty heavily for the Invitational. I don't think it's better than Crackling Drake strategies. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. So now, if we draw a land, which we did not. Alright, I'm done. Done thinking about it. This Lyra's going to play. Boop. Please don't have anything. Hey, it's in. Let's see if they can beat a Lyra Dawnbringer. Oh no. Oh no, Chad. Oh no. This is horrific. Alright. Yeah, this is the worst timeline. Oh, this is so bad for me. It's unreasonable. Yep, I think we're dead, chat. I think we're dead. Face down card entered the exile zone. Oh, that was so bad. Let's opt. Let's see what we can find. Anything that kills this. That counts. Top. Boop. Boop. You have no cards in hand, but you have, I think, 2 cards in exile. Okay. We still have Syncopate, Spell Pierce up. This is the darkest timeline. This is the darkest saga. Fair. I think Spell Pierce is quickly expiring. I think we're gonna discard that one. We dead, chat. We dead. Wish we could Spell Pierce. Yeah, no kidding. What is this? If you control another non-token pirate, it's just like a 2/1 right now. Deal. Is this like in their sideboard? This is like such a weird card. Alright. There's maybe merit to not playing that land, but I wanted to be able to Syncopate for 1,000,000. And also, like, we have a Chemister's Insight to cast later. My opponent currently has priority. I'm willing to take 2 for a couple turns from this. Although we're about to die to my own Lyra, which is moderately frustrating. Whatever. Die to my own Lyra. They get to activate Memorial to Folly. Where's the recipes when you need one? Oh, we are probably so dead. We're so dead, chat. They have no cards in hand. We have 4. How do we lose when we have cards in hand? It's just like Modern. Alright, we draw a sweeper. Like yesterday. Or just like a Teferi. Like, being able to Teferi my Lyra back into my own deck is probably just like bonkers. At least it doesn't have haste. Okay. What? You're not going to cast your thing? But, like, I want to counterspell it. Like, actually, it might be a good idea to cast their thing. That way I can't do this. Like, this is just, like, Control 101, right? Where you just, like, you should always play stuff so that I have to... So that I can't, like, do this and cast my inspirations. Though maybe they just have a counterspell exiled from my deck. Oh. Sure. That is fine. You got to translate into 2 cards. Does this resolve? It does. Crackling Drake's pretty bad, actually. Teferi is very good. So we have... We're 1 short of being able to Teferi. This is awkward, because I feel incentivized to shock. To play around with Spell Pierce. Once again, we need them to not have it. It feels like this game's been a lot about please don't have it. Alright, well, let's put Lyra back in our deck. That worked. -3. Put this back in my deck. Thank you. Alright, well, now our Crackling Drake's in a position to take over the game. Crackling Drake and Lyra seems like a pretty good sequence. And we lose to Teferi next turn, though. They get to play a pirate and pay 2 mana, make a 2/2. They could just attack me. But that seems pretty poor. That's another pirate. So now you can pay 2 mana and make a guy and play the Thief of Sanity Duder. They probably should attack me if this is their plan. Yeah, I don't really like this. Because, like, then you know about Crackling Drake. No, they don't know about Crackling Drake. They know about Lyra, and Lyra should be 2 cards deeper. Alright, fine. We're going to get to, I think, Syncopate their Thief of Sanity if they decide to try to cast it, which is really good. Look at me being wrong about how good Teferi is in this matchup. I stand corrected, chat. Teferi good in this matchup. Scared. Alright, well. I appreciate you playing around it. Here's a Crackling Drake. Oh, how did I tap for white? Oh. No! This is so awful. There we go. Alright, now this Drake's in a pretty good position to take over the game. And we should have a Lyra next with like a million counterspell backup. They have 3 cards in hand, but like I think Lyra will just take over the game unless they have. I mean, they have to have like a series of good ones. I don't care about that. All of my interaction right now is counterspells. I don't think I care about this. Oh, that has Menace. All the cards have Menace. So maybe I'm just dead. Yeah, I guess technically this would kill me. So if they cast a counter spell, I'm actually just dead. Well, we can play around Spell Pierce. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play around Spell Pierce. I didn't realize all these cards have Menace, including the tokens. That's pretty rough. So now I just like have to take 6 to the dome, and they get to make another guy. That makes it awkward for Lyra. I thought we were in a better position because I didn't think these had Menace. Reading is hard. And I'm dead. I'm dead, chat. Always dead. Well, I cannot block. The bright side, we can like one-shot them if we do by some miracle survive this turn. So we double block 1. We take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gain 5 to 6, and we're just dead. We have nothing in the graveyard. Alright, we managed to lose this game. This card's good. This card's very good. Again, sideboarding. I think I want another one of these after playing that. Like their plan to protect the queen just seems a little worse. Also, they have a different way of sideboarding on the play. Just a bunch of Sinister Sabotages on the play. Alright. I like Syncopate. I think I'm gonna try this. I think I'm gonna try this. Would you like to play first? Love to. Oh no! Mulligan. Hey, this hand looks fantastic. Hey, Mulligan to 6. That's good for me. We at least get to stay even on cards here. The 4th land is attractive. 2nd red source for Crackling Drake too. Yeah, I'll put it on top. I'm going to play Clifftop Retreat first because it's the land that's going to enter untapped every time. We have nothing to play on turn 1. Hello, Dylan. How are you, cuteness? Do you have all your decks locked in? Everything's good to go for the Invitational? Everybody say hi to Dylan. He's a professional Magic player, and he's really cute and cuddly. Also, I don't know why you're not modded. I mod everybody in this channel, but you need to be modded. Add friend. I don't know how to mod you. Yeah, that can get syncopated for 1, please. Done. I think I'm pretty willing to 1-for-1 this. Just like make land drops. I'm not modded. Well, I don't mod everybody. But Dylan's cute. Deck choice is locked in, but don't physically have much yet. Well, that's what happens when you're borrowing cards, I suppose, but as long as everything's locked in. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm probably just going to decide last minute and lose a lot at the Invitational. The Lyra definitely also makes me want to trade early and often. Hopefully they miss their land drops so that we don't get Eldritch Reborn again, because that was kind of a savage beating. But what do all the mods have in common besides kid? We all cute. Oh no! They get to take my Lyra. This is so awful. Dang it. Never lucky. Took my Lyra. So rude. They're down to 3 cards. We have... I mean, we have a Clarion for the next creature. That's nice. Now they have 4 cards. How are they ahead on cards? This is so frustrating. Alright, take my last card. 3 Thought Erasures. Seems good. Seems very good. But yeah, I'm probably still going to play Drakes. This deck does feel pretty good, though. Deafening Clarion just feels like such a good Magic card. Beat this card. We can't beat this card if we draw like that. Although they've drawn a bunch of Thought Erasures. Very, very good in this matchup. I think they have Duresses in their sideboard, too. I think they're just, like, loaded up on stuff for this matchup. And they have the Curious Obsession. Very good draw. I think we're dead. I think we're dead, chat. We're dead again. This is, like, the power of the deck, I guess, though. Is, like, being able to disrupt and, like, protect the queen on one creature. Well, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't it, Chief. Jeskai's great. Yes. The first Clarion, I think, was a little too quick. I mean, when we had a second one and a Lyra backup, I think it was pretty reasonable. After 2 Thought Erasures, I do agree that, like, it might have been aggressive. I actually, like, was scared of the Thought Erasures, which is why I wanted to do that. Like, I was scared of next turn, like, them just being able to Thought Erasures, like, wow. What are the words I'm trying to say? Like, Curious Obsession and then just, like, hold up counter spells. But maybe that's playing scared. But given how last game played out, I feel like as the game went to, like, the late game, we were just, like, guaranteed to win, basically. It's interesting they're not making tokens. Oh, they don't have a guy. They have to have a guy. This card is so random. You have to have another pirate. Rip your thoughts. Yeah, thoughts are hard. Whoever at Wizards thought that pushing cards with uncounterable hexproof should be fired. God, those cards are so miserable. I agree. This probably means they have counterspell backup. So, seal away is interesting. It's awkward that we have to seal away this Curious Obsession. If they have dive down, we'll just concede. Yeah, good game. Maybe we'll play one more turn. It's not going to take them long to kill me. And I guess there's like a chance we like Miracle our way back into this game. I would definitely keep playing it if it was in paper. But for the sake of entertainment, I didn't want to play it. If we draw a sweeper though, like I guess technically we're in it. I saw Freebooter. I have a land. They're going to hit a Niv. I mean, probably. That would be pretty disgusting. If one professional Magic player put the card Carnage Tyrants, that's cool. I mean, multiple former professional Magic players are on the play design team, right? They want it as a hard counter to control, and I guess it kind of is a pretty good counter to control. It serves its purpose well. It's just like doesn't create terribly interesting gameplay. Although there is an argument to be said that like if these uncountable cards didn't exist, that like the gameplay of like the million control decks with just Teferi would just be so much more miserable. People, I give my opponent the old, So we can't block this. 3, 4, 5. We literally can't win the game. Okay, we did. My opponent the old pocket sand and grab the match slip and run. Fair. Alright, we're 1-on-1. See what else we got. Yeah, but the guy came up with the idea the card was multiple Pro Tour top 8er. I mean, multiple people that work in play design have multiple Pro Tour top 8s. This isn't just like, that's not like uncommon, I think. A lot of the people that like work in play design are former professionals. In fact, I think that you get, I don't know if this is actually accurate, but I think you get gold pro status like just for working at Wizards. That way if you come back like at the play design team, that way if you come back, like you don't lose your pro status. I may be wrong on that. I think that I heard that on a podcast with Melissa DeTora though. This hand's awkward. I have like no cantrips. Not really a good way to develop my lands, but there's 26 lands in my deck. Like we have 24 lands to draw to, and just about any land is pretty good. This is interesting because if it's like an aggressive deck, we're dead. But what does this actually beat? I'm not even terribly convinced this wins the mirror. All right, I'm mulliganing. Sure. Top. Boop. Meandering River. Okay. Boop. Jeskai sucks? Yes! Dude, what are you talking about? Keeping these all in hands are actually fantastic. Like, our deck is so mana hungry. I don't know what our opponent's doing. Plains Meandering River Go is not a play pattern I'm familiar with. I guess we'll expose the fact we're Jeskai early on. Alright, blue-white, what? Huh? Yeah, I'll die to that. No thanks. That kills me. I'm good, I choose life. Done. Censor that. I need to borrow or buy one for the envy. That seems intelligent. Alright, well, this card's probably dead, which is at least medium unfortunate. No. We have Chemister's Insight, though. That's nice. You have another one? Sure. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts a top 2 cards in the library into the graveyard. That's going to make my Crackling Drake real big. I don't understand, though, what our opponent is doing. I don't know. Here's Crackling Drake. Yes, we have Cleansing Nova and Teferi to answer this. We're gonna get milled out. There's a Teferi. Oh no, we're dead. They have Field of Ruin for Archive Trap. How many Drakes does it take to tap mana for a Crackling Drake? Let's find out. Yeah, put this in tapped. Go to combat. Attack you for 1. Ooh, Niv. I think this Drake's gonna get real big though. Gotta seal away. Okay. It's gonna make our Cleansing Nova great. Ah, got him. I played against this deck earlier. It's enchantment based, tons of Ixalan's bindings. Blech. Well, I'm glad our Drake didn't get Ixalan's binding. Field of Ruinness. Blue. Okay. Blue. I guess I should use the mana. Draw 2 cards. Oh, you have a counterspell for this? Oh, you have an opt, which makes me mill 2 cards? Okay. Another Crackling Drake's pretty good. Wish we had a second Cleansing Nova in our 75, I guess. I don't know if this is something I need to be worried about, but I do wish we had it. Alright, mill 4. I don't really understand how this deck functions without this card, though. I think I'm going to play Niv-Mizzet first, since I think this deck can't win. I mean, I think this deck can't beat a Crackling Drake over time, so like my ultimate plan is to one-shot them with Crackling Drake, but I want to bait them into doing stuff with around Niv-Mizzet. Oh, they F6'd. That's convenient. Alright, what do we got? We got like 1 Creeper Drake left. They had absolutely no Teferis or creatures that I saw. No creatures, huh? Well, then these Deafening Clarions are probably not getting equity. Probably just gonna have to give my Niv-Mizzet life like multiple times. I don't know how this matchup is. I suspect it's probably bad. Like, our deck does not interact with enchantments very well. Main deck. Like, sideboard, we have a bunch of counter spells we get to bring in, which is pretty nice. They get to bring in. Also, a Lyra, probably just to kill them. It's pretty reasonable. These also just to kill them. But, I don't know. Actually, this is a pretty good argument for Legion Warboss. I just don't know how, like, reasonable this deck is. Psychic Corrosion, huh? Ixalan's Binding. Yep. I don't know why they tanked on this. This didn't seem like a terribly challenging decision. Radical idea. Mill me too. You got it, friendo. You got it! Alright, it's blue, red, blue. Crackling Drake. Counterspell. It's not a counterspell. Ixalan's binding this. We're probably going to have a hard time winning the game. We have 26 cards left. Chart, of course, is fine. I think we're going to die to Psychic Corrosion here on stream. That's pretty disgusting. Standard staple Psychic Corrosion. Too used to playing Modern and Modern staples. Alright. The question is, do we want to try to hit a counterspell? I think we do. So we're going to flash this back, pitching this, and draw 2 cards. Seal away. Actually don't think I'm going to attack, which is kind of awkward. Like I think there's a chance I one-shot them, and I just like want to make sure I have counterspell backup when doing so, although I have not done the math to see how many counterspells are left in my deck. Sure. I don't think I can die this turn. I'm milling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm milling 8 cards. I also don't even know what our spell count looks like. I'm not even sure I can one-shot them, but I have faith that we can. Chart of course. Okay, now I think I'm dead. 4 cards to 9. Flashback thing. 4 cards to 5. Yeah, I'm going to draw 2. This is a pretty awkward game. Corrosion is spicy for the mirror. What? Induced amnesia and just above it. Okay. Is this like mill me out? Does this just attack me? 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I don't get it. You're technically dead. Draw a card. Combat. Attack you for 20. That's what I got. Are you kidding me? I actually have 0 cards in the library. Oh, help, chat, help. I need your help. I can't continue like this. I actually have 0 cards in my library. And they... Oh, my God. This is a powerful strategy you got going over there, opponent. Alright, sure. You know what? Whatever. Find me anything that interacts with enchantments, either by killing them or otherwise. Put this in my deck. Oh, Invoke the Divine. Daddy. Daddy wants Invoke the Divine. My sideboarding is going to look nice and reasonable. Just like, sure, why not? Alright. Get all of these out of my deck. Get all of this out of my deck. Alright, move it over here. Boop, boop, boop. Extends hand. You got it. You got it. I don't know if opponent's going to salt off. There's no chat window. Which is pretty interesting. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, I just don't have a chat window right now. I don't really know how that happened, but I'm pretty here for it. Put 15 in and submit. Can't mill me out now, idiot. Bet you feel big and dumb. I don't know. Like, I want a diversity of threats to play around Ixalan's Binding. At the same time, I just have too many cards. Maybe Chemister's Insight's bad. Teferi seems reasonable. Like, all these enchantments are just, like, bad. Spell Pierce. Opt. Crackling Drake. Maybe Niv-Mizzet is just, like, bad. It's like 1 million mana. Although if they have counter spells, I really want Niv-Mizzet, right? So I just, like, don't want this. Like, this card, I just don't really understand what it does. Got these counter spells. You need to make some decisions. I'm gonna start cutting Chemister's Insights. I think the card's just kind of bad here. What do I think of this? They changed the way chat works online. That's sweet. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. I don't know if it's right. I don't know what's right. Don't ask me questions. I don't know things. But I'm just gonna like split and kill them. So blue white mill for SCGCON. I'm in. Snap it off. All right. Well, his hand's fantastic, so we're gonna snap keep it. Keep. Boop. That's a good draw. Put this in depth. No, go. Yeah, if they have enchantments, we have things for enchantments. If they have spells, we have things for spells. So I don't know. I don't know what their sideboard plan looks like, but mine's pretty good. Boop. Go. This is pretty Dutch, chat. I almost played Sultai Mill in Modern for the Envy. Deck is sweet. What do you get out of green, Blitz? Pretty interested in drawing some lands. Not going to play Legion Warboss. I'm just gonna like take draw steps. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. Archer Varaska is pretty good against taking draw steps. I'm gonna chuck this in. I don't think the life totals are. I don't think life total matters here. Like if their plan is mill me out with like all their nonsense, then it's whatever. I'm actually going to copy this. Expansion. Cast. Draw 2 cards. Good 8 cards. Alright. Probably going to discard a Niv. Don't think this Niv-Mizzet is currently doing me any good. And we have Legion Warboss. Then we're going to play next turn with Negate back up. Drown Secrets. I'm going to cast a blue spell. Blue Negate. Stop. Stop playing enchantments. I didn't know there was a second enchantment. What the hell? How is there 2 of these stupid blue enchantments? And we have to wait a turn to Legion Warboss, which is unfortunate. Deck is sweet. Astrovy to force deck search. Oh, it forces deck searching. That's pretty good. Red, blue, blue. Sinister Sabotage. Targeting this. Put that on top. I should have opted first, I think. That was kind of a mistake. Boop. Red, blue, red. Yeah, we'll play Legion Warboss. We have Invoke the Divine for the stupid draw card one. Let's make a guy. Ooh. Make some tokens. There's still quite a few permanents away from arching. Probably going to flashback Chemisters or cast a regular Chemisters. I maybe should have syncopated that for 1. Like the exile, I think swings that decision, but I don't think I mean, at this point in time, I don't feel that bad for not doing it. It just didn't seem like that high value. Spell Pierce. I think that's kind of... Whoa. I think it's kind of expired. Combats. I think I'm going to attack with both, despite the fact Settle the Wreckage is a reasonable magic card for them to have here. There you go. You're going to go on that one. Go on that guy. He's hardworking. Seal away, huh? I'm fine with the seal away. Take the Mentor. You take 3. That's pretty reasonable. Take 3. Go to 16. Yeah, I think we can play Crackling Drake here. We have Invoke the Divine for like whatever. Alright, we're going to do it this time. Done. Syncopate this, get it exiled. Alright, and shock this in for Spell Pierce. Why not? Maybe sure Spell Pierce instead of Syncopating there. I may have just like missequenced these counter spells egregiously, but hopefully it won't matter because I've drawn very well. Oh, they don't want to play Magic anymore. Well, we got him. We beat the top tier Blue-Eyed Mills. So once again, we're locking Jeskai in. Jeskai's busted. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We've been live for about 3.5 hours. This is the second league. We're currently 2-1. We went 2-3 in the first league with Is It Drake. So that'll be up on YouTube later. You can kind of see my thoughts on that deck. Misplaced Ginger. Thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for checking my stream out. How's it going? I hope you had a good stream. I think you were streaming earlier today with some green-black mid-range. But I appreciate you following me. So is Jeskai going to be what you play? Probably not. Like I said, I'm a little bit turned off of Jeskai because I think trying to play long games with a lot of decisions against a room where the competition is just on average better is a mistake. Now, they're not that much better, so like if the deck was like super busted, I would. But I think a lot of the standard decks are very close on power level. And so trying to play the one that has more decisions and try to get an edge through my skill, I think is a mistake and where the room has a lot of skill to go around. This hand is awkward. I think it's just a mulligan because the mana is just atrocious. It's close, but I'm mulliganing. Hey, here we go. The famous all lands. Keep bottom that. Tap this. Oh, we've won like all our die rolls too. That's pretty lucky. Yeah, my stream was great. Can't ever complain. I hear that. I hear that, Ginger. Streaming's great. Like even if you like, I don't know, have a pretty bad run. Like I went 2-3 in the first league and I'm just like still having a blast. Streaming's just so fun. I love it. Whatever you pick, where are you getting the cards from? JC's House of Cards is where I'm getting the cards from. Mismatched planes. We can't lose, chat. We can't lose. That looks like a good Clarion pickup later. Yeah, we'll keep passing. It's weird that they like played this on 2. Like I feel like this could have paired with a 2-drop on turn 3. Whoa. Whoa. Tribal Vamps. Tribal Vampires. Ah! Chat help! Sure. You got it. You gain some life. Probably take a hit for 4 too. I really want to like drag out this Clarion. Here you go. We'll make him respect settle. Drake says he has no skill. I don't have any skill, man. Have you seen me play Magic? It's atrocious. We got a counter Nadanto Vanguard. Get the Syncopate to do so. Syncopate always managing to stay 1 mana ahead of Adanto Vanguard because it costs 1 mana. What is this? Oh god. Alright, I think this is enough to push a Deafening Clarion. And then we get to have like we also get Syncopate for 1 backup in case they have some shenanigans. Still doesn't flip Legion's Landing. Boop, draw card. Look at all this mana. This is so beautiful. This mana base is gorgeous. Red, white, blue. Give my creatures lifelink. Alright, well, I suppose that went pretty well for me. I need this card to pull a lot of weight. Oh, look, they have nothing. Well, that's pretty good. If we get to untap here, that's it's much better than the alternative. Alright, I feel much better. Everything's great. Deafening Clarion's busted. That can resolve. That will get picked up by another Clarion. This is legendary. Blech. This card. We've drawn a check land every turn this game. No, that's not true. We drew a second Clarion this game. Alright, fine. Alright. Do they need black mana? Was that the problem? Whoa. I still don't really want to syncopate this. This is a tough one. Because, like, still want to save Syncopate for Adanto Vanguard, which is absolutely in their deck. I think we should have to let this happen. But, like, we have to Clarion this now, so the question is, like, what do I want to use to answer this? Convoke, huh? A Loxodon. We can kill everything but the Loxodon, but I still think I need to counter the Loxodon. Done. You going to SCGCON starts Friday? Yes, it does, Ginger. Can't ever complain. Are you playing at SCGCON, or do you just moto only? You're just a moto professional. What is this? Oh gosh, we need to draw a little better. Like the first 4 lands we can afford to draw. I think we're about out of lands that we can afford to draw this game. I think we have to start drawing spells or we're going to die. This is where they just dump everything because they know I'm out of stuff. Just a 5-mana 4/4. I can beat that. Oh, another land. All right. If we draw Chemister's Insight, these other lands in my hand are gonna look great. No, I live in Canada, so generally SCGs are hard to play. Oh, that's fair. I don't actually know where you live, but Canada's reasonable. You guys get a fair amount of GPs up there, right? Right? How many GPs do you guys get a year? I don't actually even know. Just kidding. What are you doing? All right, we need a good one. Good one. Yes, we technically get a turn. They've drawn a fair amount of lands too, but I think we've drawn more than they have. We've drawn 4 spells this game, and it's turn 9. 2 of them were in my opening hand, so we've drawn actual 2 spells. Take 8, go to 1. Oh, we got a 2. Very lucky. Alright, we have drawn too many lands. We are dead. Dead, dead, dead. Flametongue Kazu. Yo, this Psycho Moto Blue player from Twitter. Who is? What are you talking about? Edgar cute though. Oh, this guy? This Ash Grabber? Yikes. Is it for real? Plus I can drive to most near York, Michigan area? Oh, that's reasonable. Yeah, that's fair. Pretty excited about the Envy, first one I'm playing in. Oh, that's sweet. The Envy's a good tournament. I really enjoy it. Star of Extinction answers the stupid flipped Legion's Landing and kills all of their stuff. I think we probably have to have it in our deck, which is pretty depressing. Maybe we don't need to. Lyra's great. Invoke the Divine. I'm kind of off it. Seal Away is good against Adanto Vanguard. Negate is not ideal. Although maybe it's fine. I don't know how many I want, but Negate might actually be fine. They have like that stupid make 3/1/1s guy. They have the 1 white Legion's Landing. Counterspells in general probably aren't going to be that good against this deck, so we probably want to we probably just want to shave it anyway. Just trim on counterspells for some removal spells. So excited I get to play Amulet and Paper again. Amulet and Paper seems pretty miserable. Actually, it's probably easier than online. Like, searching is miserable online, but, like, shuffling in Paper is also not great, so I'm not really sure. Don't want this card. This card is a lot of mana. And I cannot divide the damage. I can make my own 3/1/1s. We can copy the 3/1/1s guy. Super's just like kind of the best thing going on, so I'm probably just gonna cut this. Like, the spot removal is just not that great. It's like, it's there to tread water so I don't die, but apparently we're gonna lose to a Psycho Mono Blue player. This hand is also unkeepable. Mulligan. This hand's good if we draw nothing but lands. If we draw like we did last game, this hand's absurd. This feels like this needs too much help, but I'm not sure we can reasonably win on a multi-5. Maybe we can. What do you think, chat? Keep her home. What are we thinking? We got 20 of you guys here. What are we doing? I'm gonna open this soda while you guys decide. Leave it up to chat. Sneep. All right, that's 1 vote for keep. Kind of unexpected for me. I don't play in IQs usually, but I randomly top 8 at regionals. Congratulations! Regionals is a hard tournament to top 8. It's a big tournament. Yeah, the Invitational is really fun. I've played in, I think, 4 or 5 of them, and I had to miss 1. No, I had to miss 2, I think, because of finals during college. So I've been queued for like 7 of them. They're pretty easy to queue for if you grind the open circuit. So that's 2 for keep. All right, I'll give you guys another. What do we got? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What we got, chat? We keeping this? Ginger, you're good at this format. Are we keeping this? 15 seconds. Currently keeps winning 2-0. Uh-oh. 8 seconds. I'd keep. All right, well, if he'd keep, we're keeping. Here's the swing vote. Keep. Well, topping land's what we want. That's what we signed up for. Go. But like his 5 is probably worse. Yeah, I agree. I don't like this 6 either. I think this 6 is pretty bad. But I think if we draw running lands, we have a chance. Whereas, like, there's plenty of 5s in this. Like, there's plenty of 5s in this deck that are better. There's also a lot of 5s in this deck that are worse. So, I think we probably just have to keep this. I also had to pick up Standard suddenly for the first time in a couple of years. I pick up Standard every single year, like twice a year for exactly the Invitational, which is actually, for the record, really fun. Because everyone complains about Standard the whole time. You're like, haha, I get to play like more miserable formats like Modern and like whatever. And I get to play Legacy at all the team events. But perfect, the 7-drop that I put in my deck. I'm so good at deck building. Skill. But yeah, so like you get to like pick up Standard for like exactly a slice of Standard and then never play it again. So it's led to me like enjoying a lot of the Standard formats, because I think that like even miserable Standard formats are fun to play the first couple times. Like once they get old is when they get miserable, but like the first couple times you play, they're actually really fun. Oh, I can't beat this card in a million years. Right. Glad we had this conversation. Perfect. I mean, technically, we're not under a ton of pressure, and we can Chemister's Insight to ferry them out of this game if they like have a bunch of air in their hand. Like, we're not dead yet. We're getting close, but we're not dead yet. Trying to learn the format in a couple weeks is pretty interesting. I always try to learn the format in a week. I usually do well enough. All right, I think now we're dead. I always do well enough at the Invitational, but like here's the first time that like I think there's a lot of pressure on me to do well, which is like unfortunate because I really like being able to like treat Invitationals as a free roll tournament and like not get so uptight about it. It's just like a good mentality to have. Just be like, whatever, this tournament was free to play and like I'm just gonna go clown around, have some fun, see everybody. All right. Ugh. This card's so good. Fine. Drawing a sweeper that's reasonably castable with any white land will convince me to keep playing this game, even though we're dead. We can do it. We can do it. We're gonna draw it. We're gonna spike it. I need some energy, chat. We're gonna spike it. We're gonna sweep up these little clowners. Oh, never mind. They have Legion's Landing. But we have a star. All right. We're gonna draw running lands. We're gonna draw white land, Clarion. Then we're gonna Chemister's Insight after drawing a land or whatever. Maybe we'll Teferi. I don't know. Who knows? And then we're going to win. This is my strategy. I don't know what this is. If you would make a token, make that many 4/4s. I mean, technically we're playing Magic. I think we're dead. They get to make a 4/4 every turn. Drake, take my energy. Thank you for the energy. Right. Okay. I'm glad we played this game. We both tried. Both teams tried hard. Right. Just right. Right. Huh. All right. Enchantments. Hard for Jeskai to beat. We're 2-2. Playing for the bread and butter 3-2. We got this, chat. A little bit of hype to finish up. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We've been live for about 3 hours and 47 minutes. So this looks like it's probably going to be a little bit of a short stream today, which is really good because I need to pack for the Invitational. I've just had like a disaster of a week so far. On my way into work today, like my tire popped, and so like I was like an hour late getting into work, and then during lunch I had to take like an extra half an hour for lunch to like on top of the hour obviously to go get actual tires put on my car. So it's been a little bit of a time crunched week already. Plus that has just been brutal. So I'm excited to not have to stay up till 3 a.m. to pack. But I thank you all for staying with me. Thanks everybody that came and hang out. Everybody say hi to Ginger. He's a very successful streamer, very, very good at Magic Online, professional Magic player. So make sure if you haven't checked his stuff out, go check him out. Like to support other streamers. Like, I don't know, if you like most streamers, if they want to like come in and hang out, totally okay to like plug in them. I don't know. I was in somebody else's chat the other day, and somebody mentioned something about their stream, and like that the streamer got upset. For like kind of, I mean, rightfully so, for just being like, hey, don't come in my stream and plug your stream. But like, I don't know, it didn't seem that offensive. But fellow streamers, feel free to come in and plug your streams as long as you're just not a dick about it. I am totally okay with it. Plus, like, honestly, it's just like, whatever, man. Like, I'm here to hang out with people. If it was my job, I think I would understand a little bit more. Like, if I worked as a streamer and that was, like, my source of income, I think I would care a lot more. So, it's probably just a, like, different perspective entirely. You can weigh in on this, too, if you want, Ginger. But I think, oh, God, I think this hand sucks. But I think we have to keep this. Like, I don't think we can mulligan hands like this. After watching last game, I just don't think we can mulligan hands like this. And now we're probably going to die to this. Yeah, people get mad about that. Yeah, like I said, it makes sense, I think, in the context of this is my job and you're coming in here, like, advertising. It's like a lawyer putting, like, another lawyer's, like, poster in their office. It's just, like, weird. So I guess I can see how it's disrespectful, but it's just, like, it doesn't bother me at all. We're going to draw a removal spell. Removal spell. That's like a removal spell, except it's nothing like a removal spell. Well, we don't have any one-mana removal spells, so we're going to pass. I mean, I could care less if people promote themselves in my stream. It's a community, etc., but there's a line. Yeah, that's true. You're right. Like, if people just come in and are just like, you know, come watch my stream, especially if they're, like, streaming at the same time or whatever, but I don't even know how you would make that happen. I don't know what position we find ourselves in. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess Clarion sweeps all this up, so we just dig to a Clarion. Probably means they're just attacking. But anyway, everybody check Ginger out. Ginger's great. Where's the line? You check her? Yeah, it's Twitch chat. I never put it past people to do random dumb stuff. Oh, I mean, earlier today, some of my own family members were in here clowning around in my chat. My mods had to ban a bunch of their accounts as they were coming in, which is like, I don't know. I guess this is their way of supporting me, so I can't be like too bad. But at the same time, it's like, what are you guys doing? Why are we doing this? They're family though. Is the line is just being egregious? IDK? Yeah, that's fair. That's a very reasonable perspective. Ginger, the reasonable human being. How dare you be reasonable? Just don't find any of that anymore. I love Twitch. Can't believe it's free. I actually agree. Twitch is such a good service. Although, honestly, it wasn't as popular as it is today initially, right? So, like, it kind of makes sense, maybe, that this is a really awkward spot. We're just going to, like, take 5 a turn and die. But I guess it kind of makes sense that it was free initially. But I could definitely see, like, them moving to a paid model eventually. Like, they may eventually just be like, hey, we're a streaming service. We could be Netflix. You have a 5-drop you want to cast? All right, that's fine. Twitch is pretty lit. Agreed. But I kind of hate this era of streaming services where it's just like everyone's just like, oh, we're about to get Carnage Tyrant. It's so hard. Crap! Yikes! But this era where like everyone's like, all right, pay a monthly fee every month for like this thing. It's like, okay. Like all this stuff adds up. It's like paying for Netflix and subscribing to streamers and. It's just like gets to be too much. 7, 11, 12, dead on board, so we have to play Tuck, probably die. Alright. Like there's already a lot of like taxes on people's checks anyway. I feel like it kind of like incentivizes people to like be irresponsible with their money too. So I don't know. I'm very like kind of worried about this like habit for things. I mean, I realize it's the easiest way to make money, but this like tendency for things to be like subscription based these days is pretty rough. Wild Growth Rocker seems unbeatable. Come on, Cleansing Nova. Yeah, I mean, Cleansing Nova is basically our only out here, right? That seems really aggressive. Like, this seems like extending into a Cleansing Nova. Unless you have another Carnage Tyrant, I just don't see this being reasonable. What was the card? Midnight Reaper? Sure. Now, if you had a Midnight Reaper, that'd be a different story. Cleansing Nova. Right here. Boop. Alright, we dead. Carnage Tyrant. Proving once again that it is a fun and interactive magic card. Be in sideboarding. Alright, let's figure out how to sideboard against black-green. Ginger, how would you sideboard Jeskai against black-green? Star seems good. What else we like? We like... Is just Strike actually good? I don't know. Where's the sideboard good? Be smart for me. I'm bad at being smart. Porting out Niv-Mizzets is a thing I know people are doing. seems fine. Seal aways seem poor. I can get behind that. Essence Scatter, Revitalize, Negate, Disdainful Stroke. Any strokes? Opponent is a loose goose. Indeed! Indeed. I don't think a paid-only version of Twitch could survive. TBH, well, it could survive, but it would never be as big as it is now. Yeah, like, Twitch would have to get a little bit bigger before I think they could make that change, right? But I don't see it. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't become that eventually. I like Star. Unsure about most other things. Yeah, I agree. What? Seems good and why? I can see this card being good. Just like instant speed, card advantage, picks off little dudes. I think I kind of like it. I think Warboss is bad. Voke's bad, despite Eldritch Reborn, which I'm not sure they play anymore. Negate is like kind of reasonable. Maybe we'll do something like that. I don't love Drake. Yeah, Heat Checker. I'm just not sure that we actually can cut Drake. Like, it's not great, but there's just like worse things. I think all of these cards are worse. It's definitely awkward. You ever try something like this? Yeah, Arclight becoming popular. I'm be really happy because it gave me an excuse to play Titan again. I mean, I guess Titan's pretty good against Arclight. Faster on average. This hand seems much better than our last hand, where we just played lands and died. But we don't have a white source. Is that going to be a problem, chat? Of course not. Keep. That's fair. I guess Niv in this build is a worse Drake versus them. Yeah, it really is. Like, Niv a lot of times is just like a really bad Drake, because like most of their answers don't trigger it and are 2-for-1s. So like Niv-Mizzet ends up being like a 2-for-1 for them a lot of the time, which is just like mind-boggling, right? Titan destroys Arclight. That's fair. Huh, I got the rest. My hand's pretty mediocre, opponent. You got me! Let's see if we can get this bread and butter 3-2. See if we can get this black-green matchup. Black-green's supposed to be good for us. We beat black-green once this league, but I don't think they played as well. Although this portion doesn't seem like they're playing that well either. This deck's mana is atrocious. I mean, it's not that bad. It'll be a lot better when they get Hallowed Fountain, for sure, though. Like, once they can basically play, like, actual 0... basics, I can definitely see that being a thing. Last time shocks and checks were in the same format, like the decks played like almost no basics. It was like 1-2 in like full 20 land decks. Although we also had better utility lands, like Kessig Wolf Run was in that format and stuff. So what decks are you playing for the Envy? I'm almost certainly just playing humans in Modern. I think I don't think I really have time to test anything else. Perfect. They're gonna play a J-Light Ranger, and it looks so stupid. It's like neither of these cards ever killed us after they play J-Light Ranger, so we have to like Teferi it down, which just like makes you feel so stupid. I mean, even that's just good enough to make me feel dumb. Play Titan. I mean, I'm not gonna. I should play Titan. I just not gonna have time to pick it up. They didn't graveyard it, so they have at least another land or two in their hand, which is pretty frustrating. Good card. Perfect! Alright. Well, Chemister's inciting. As we take 5. And they get to Vivian read us next turn? That's so repulsive. We basically need to draw a counter spell plus like a reasonable removal spell. Maybe Seal Away taking out Seal Away was a mistake. Blue. Which doesn't seem very good because of cards like Vivian Reed. What's up, Austin? How goes it, brother? Hey, look, we drew it. So lucky. Alright. So we can play Teferi plus have it die. That's bad. Wait, no, we can Justice Strike. That actually is probably good. We're doing that. Blue, red, blue. I think playing a Teferi and like trying to like outvalue their Vivian Reed is going to be a reasonable play in this game. Like we get to like snipe this down, and then we get to play like Drake. Yeah, I think this is a fine plan. It's not, I mean, it's not an absurd plan, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Might get trophied, but whatever. I mean, if it gets trophied, then there's not much we can do about that, I think. Red. White. Oh, that's red. Now they get to play their Vivian around counter spells, which is pretty frustrating. Alright, you hit my Teferi. I guess we could just like play Drake and tuck their Vivian. That doesn't seem awesome. I'm not overly did they plus their Vivian? They passed. Opponent, hello? Hello? That's pretty good. Opponent? Huh. How puzzling. Puzzling. Lol, the old Planeswalker passed. Please play Mono White Martyr. I am 0% to play Mono White Martyr. Your black-green matchup probably sucks. Hot take. You talking about for Jeskai? I like opponents. Opponent's line, very big brain. Yes! The biggest brain. So we have functionally 5, 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7, 8. We have functionally 8 mana, so we can play Drake and hold up Chemister's Insight. That's attractive. Because then we get to like Explosion their Vivian next turn. Teferi takes 2, Explosion Vivian. Draw a bunch of cards. I like draw a bunch of cards. Draw a bunch of cards is good. Alright, I'm on it. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Okay. Maybe my opponent's just like overconfident. They just know they're gonna win. So they were like, all right, I'm gonna show them how good this matchup is. We're just not gonna plus our Vivian. It's fine. We're just gonna cast Vivian and pass. Everything's fine. Destroy target that. You got it. It's done. You got it. Probably going to actually flashback a Chemister's Insight, discarding a land before I actually cast these Chemister's Insights because I want to not have to move to discards. Well, maybe that's just like bad logic. I don't know. I don't actually know what's right, so we're gonna cast one out of hand. What's right? I don't know. Untap. Draw. Because my plan is Explosion Vivian, so plus up. Draw a card. We can double Clarion. It's pretty powerful. Blue, 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 red. I don't know, white, blue. 4, 5, 6. Explosion. Targeting this. Target E. Pay a million mana. X is 3. Fuck. I suck. Wait, what the shit? Why is X 3? I don't understand. Am I missing something here? How am I stupid? 4, 5, 6. Cost 4, double X. What am I missing? Am I dumb? You definitely should flashback from the graveyard. Some will play Deathcore Scavenger as well. No, we just have to beat the dino twice. This is fine. Am I dumb? Floater red. Do I actually need a red? Oh, it is specific. You're right. I thought they were dual symbols. This is actually my first time casting this card, so most Jeskai lists don't even play it anymore. Boop. Boop. This card's so busted. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Austin, for helping me regain my brain. As you can see, both me and my opponent have very large brain cells. Yeah, go. Okay. Wait, don't tap my lands, please. Please. You need red, red, blue, blue. You need a professional team with Austin. Yes, I do. I'm a professional. This is professional stream. Yeah, no, yeah, I thought they were red, blue hybrids, not specifically red, red, blue, blue. Which, it makes sense that it's red, red, blue, blue. I guess that could be, the card would be busted otherwise. Discard a bunch of lands. We probably have to double Deafening Clarion. What is my opponent's hand that they're just, like, they've not been able to grow this at all. And my Teferi has just drawn a million cards. I don't understand how this is the sequence that's happening here. Oh no. We can Syncopate for exactly 2. How did it all go so wrong? Alright, fine. Carnage Tyrant. Well, that's bad. That's real bad. Something that blocks. Blocker. Ooh, we can counter it. Very good. Plus. Teferi. Hero of Dominaria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 8. So now... Am I supposed to tuck their Vivian? Like, I can double Clarion to kill the Walker and the Carnage Tyrant. Kill Vivian, let your Teferi die, untap double Clarion. Please counter the Carnage Tyrant. Yeah. Obviously, I was beaming. Thank you, Rudy. We can kill... So we can kill Vivian with... Expansion Explosion on Instep. Without... That way we keep a Teferi in our hand. Is that better? Yeah, no. Is that what we're supposed to do? Just let this Teferi die? I was thinking of, like, tucking this Teferi. I guess this is just better. Alright, fine. We're gonna have to discard a lot of cards. Alright, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, blue. 5, 8. Oh, this is, yeah, 5, 8, 9, 10. Explosion cast to this. Oh, draw cards. I'm gonna deck myself. Done. Kill your Vivian. Draw 6 cards. Yeah, I have cards. Okay. We can probably discard basically every single land. Goodbye. Goodbye. How many cards we got left? 10? This is reasonable. Don't think Syncopate's gonna get there. Although, it's probably one of the better cards in my hand. We have all 4 Clarions. I mean, I guess technically those answer Carnage Tyrants. I think we can ditch one. Alright, we need to ditch one more card. I think we can ditch Chemister's Insight. Don't think we need it anymore. Think we've drawn enough cards. What's our plan for killing them in general? We cut Niv, right? Oh, that's a good question. Crackling Drake. You know, the one that's in our graveyard. I see. Well. Yeah, our plan is to Crackling Drake them to death. Oh, that's a problem. I guess technically they only draw 2 cards and lose 2 life right away. Good one. Cleansing Nova. That's a good one. Especially because I think I can play Nova at 1, 5, 4. Oh my gosh, we can't Nova plus Teferi. All this nonsense. We can't Nova plus Teferi. I guess we still prefer. I still prefer using 2 of these. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Just tap like a complete mongoloid and effed it all up. I'm tired, chat. Don't hate me. Alright. Now we can get this right. Oop, Drake, no! Yeah, I got it. Cleansing Nova. Nova sounds like a pretty cool name. Yes, it does. Alright, you can draw 2 cards. I think we're ahead on card advantage. Blue, red, and white. Creatures gain. I have gained double lifelink. Local white taps all white, more at 11. Thanks, Heat Checker. That means a lot. Such a cloud. Alright, now we have Sinister Sabotage for their Carnage Tyrant, so we're in pretty good shape. We've seen a lot of good cards in the matchup. We could stand to see a couple more Crackling Drakes. I don't know how we're going to win game 3. Probably just aren't. We are probably going to time out and die. Because I took too long thinking about how to play this deck. This is just like the problem, right? Like we probably have a very reasonable chance of winning this game and match, but like the mental strain is taxing, and yeah, that resolves. And the amount of decisions that I like could mess up this game are pretty high. Crackling Drake. It's not a Crackling Drake. We don't even have 10 mana. I'm so bad at this game. Destroy creatures. Go away, Carney T. They have Memorial to Folly now, so we have to like draw Drake at some point this game. Boop, 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 boop. Draw Drake, raise Carney T. Yeah, that's getting countered. I don't know about that one, Chief. Boop, counter that. Surveil 1, find a Drake. Is this a Drake? This is a land. Graveyard. Jade Light Ranger. No, we're 1 short. No! Syncopate's so bad. That's fine. 2 cards into the revealed card zone. What are they? Midnight Reaper? Midnight Reaper Forest? That's fine. Huh. Play Teferi. Plus a Teferi. Another Teferi. How nice. That could be so nice. I guess I have to let Teferi get it for 3. It's pretty frustrating. But I think it's the way it goes. Like, we could have Clarion, I just, like, don't really want to. Great Mons once said, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, Chief. That is correct. And the fact that MTGO has an alternate win con, yeah, that's true. The clock is an alternate win con is pretty frustrating. Because Black Green's pretty good at not dying. Yeah, that's fine. And we also might just like deck ourselves. Like, that's pretty reasonable. They're going face. Going face. Shock. I guess they now have enough mana to return and cast Carnage Tyrant. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. I'm fine. Alright. Flashback Chemister's Insight. Blue, blue. I don't actually know what our plan to win this game is. Wait, what? Oh, I understand. Discard. Syncopate. Draw 2 cards. I got 22 cards. Boop. I think it's pretty poor. I guess technically we could just Teferi lock them. And that's like a reasonable win con. Which means we have to hold this Teferi, I think, forever. That's pretty good. It kills my Teferi, though. Alright, Staria. Die. Yeah, we gotta negate some Sinister Sabotages. Boop. Sure. Should probably start by paying 4 mana. Listen, Flash Man, I'm getting tired, right? Although I do need to actually probably play faster. Alright. Count this. No more draw cards for you. Is this a Drake? Fine, I'll just put this on top. I guess all my Drakes are at the bottom of my deck. This is a little ridiculous. Alright, put this untapped. Life would not. Alright. Here's Teferi. Plus Syncopate. Sure. Alright. Here we go. Time to play a lot faster because I'm 7 minutes behind. That's not a Drake. Plus, is this a Drake? It is not. Opt. Find a Drake. Bottom. Alright. Let's flush this back my phase. Try to hit a Drake. It's not a Drake. Opt. I know it's not all in the graveyard. What the hell? Alright. I guess we'll pass. We need to hold some counter magic up. This is absurd. They can basically get like one shot with a Drake and we just can't find them. I don't understand. We've only been through 1 of 3. And we've been through all but 12 cards of our deck. Yeah, that can, yeah, no thanks. That ain't it, Chief. Play a land. Down to 0 cards, huh? There's a Crackling Drake. Blue, blue. Red, red. Crackling Drake. Okay. Boop. There we go. They're going to concede. Yeah. They realized I found my win condition. Alright, that was a bit absurd. We cannot find Crackling Drakes to save our lives. Maybe it's because we want a Niv-Mizzet, because that was a bit ridiculous. It's a bit much. Also, Niv-Mizzet helps us race, so maybe we just do want, like, a Niv-Mizzet. I did like the way we sideboarded, though. Like, all the sweepers felt pretty good. For game 3, I want eeny, meeny... Dude, Expansion Explosion was also fantastic. That card kind of outperformed. Maybe it's result-oriented to want the Niv-Mizzet here. Lyra? Do you think Lyra's better than Niv-Mizzet? I think Lyra has the same problem Niv-Mizzet does, but Niv-Mizzet is just, like, kind of better. That might be a little bit dumb. I think having Niv is fine. Lyra's awful. I'm inclined to agree, Ginger. I'm inclined to agree. Let's get the Spellcurse out of the deck. I'm gonna have 1 Niv. That way we just have another button to push to win the game. Cause like that did worry me a little bit. Oh, sure, Keat. Sounds great. Sounds awesome. Race, IDK. I mean, well, Silvos, that's good logic, but I think Niv-Mizzet races just as well as Lyra does. Like, Lyra is a 10-point life swing specifically, but Niv draws cards and, like, shoots them. Like, so you can turn your ops into, like, shocks or whatever. And, like, you can use Clarion to turn your Niv-Mizzet into a Lyra by just, like, you know, giving a lifelink attack. So, I think that Niv basically does the exact same kind of race that Lyra does, but it's just, like, a little bit better. Once again, this is the only thing that's going to consistently enter tapped, so we should play it first. Lyra dies to everything. If Lyra attacks, you win anyways. You want more powerful things? Yeah, they get answered. Yeah, basically, if you, assuming you can untap with either of them, Niv is the better one to untap with. Hopefully they hit a land. Duress. That's a good one. We have Negate for it, though. Boop. Good card. Ready? Boop. Good card. Actually, was a good card. We could Duress them. It's busted. Busted. I feel in pretty good shape. It's like we have Clarion to clean up the early nonsense. We have Chemister's Insight and Negate just like backup in this to like an emergency trigger. Negate. I'm not sure I like firing off this Duress. Play your tap land. Not even a tap land. Not even a tap land. I'm not Clarioning this one thing. I'll just take 2 till I die. I want at least 1 more creature out of it. What is that? Yeah, now I'm willing to. 2 cards. What was it? Deathgorge Scavenger, and you kept it. Sure. We're a land. I think we're going to be a turn short of being able to like shoot the Deathgorge Scavenger, but I still think I don't want to continue taking damage, so I'm actually going to use one of these. Which is awkward because like they could easily Vivian me here, and I just feel like an idiot. Thankfully, they elected not to. The next turn, we're going to Chemister's Insight unless they hope they play another creature. If they play another creature here, I'm just going to Clarion again. They did not. All right. So yeah, we're going to see what they have because like now we haven't had enough life total we can afford to take 4. We're going to Insight, see what we hit, and potentially just like take another hit and explosion or whatever. Maybe we'll just explosion main phase. Die to the Carnage Tyrant they have. Scav is bad in this matchup. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good. It literally just looks like a 3-2 right here. Midnight Reaper. I'm okay with this. Now they should feel incentivized to put more things into play. So if they don't play something here, I think they just don't have a 2-drop. Whereas last turn, I think they were legitimately considering not getting Clarion again. Yeah, they just don't have a 2-drop. Maybe they have a find and they were considering find to finalitying. I think that's actually what it is. They probably have a find, which is reasonable. So we can oh, I'm so dumb. Although it was my only land, so maybe I'm not that dumb. I was gonna say like this land's gonna enter untapped and we can just expansion explosion this Midnight Reaper. Instead I'm dumb. So how many cards do we want to let them draw? Next turn they can find and just replay Deathgorge Scavenger, exile my Chemister's Insight. That's pretty bad for me. I'm gonna opt. I'm gonna opt first. No matter what, I think I'm opting first. Bottom. Syncopate. How much would I take? I'll take 6. 7? That's so much. Alright. We'll do it again. This is like such a bad turn because they're gonna like refine both of those creatures and then just play Midnight Reaper again. I just feel so stupid. But theoretically, if they just play Midnight Reaper, I'm actually okay because we can explosion it. But what if everyone thinks Scavenger works? What if an opponent thinks Scavenger works versus Drake? They might. I don't know. They probably don't. They probably just think it's like good enough against like it's a threat on its own against the jumpstart cards. This is a lot of Scavengers though. I will say that. Seems like they brought them all in. Holding up these 2 lands again. What do you have? Why is this your sequence? I don't particularly understand. Like, they don't have walkers. They have 5 cards in hand. They don't have walkers, and this is the best play they have after untapping with 5 cards in hand, and it doesn't look like they're intending on playing a land anytime soon. I don't really know what their hand looks like. I guess it has to be a bunch of really small creatures. Yeah, there's the find. Squire Reaper. That's reasonable. And now we can play Crackling Drake. I like it. Maybe they're holding Vivian for Crackling Drake. I actually think I'm just gonna pass. Take my 4 expansion explosion, the Midnight Reaper, draw a million cards, and try to like I need this to stick, right? Like to win this game. So like with 6 minutes left on the clock, I don't really think I can afford to just run this out there and like try to grind them out that much. Like I can, but it's just not pretty. Okay, and then next turn we're going to hopefully they'll play Midnight Reaper plus the 2-drop guy. That is fine. I think actually maybe we're supposed to exile this. I don't know. I kind of want expansion explosion it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We draw 2 cards, steal 2. They draw a card. Whatever. We're just gonna exile this. That's 5 mana. So 4. Boop. Activate this. X is currently 1. Fuck. 5 mana? Yeah, I guess we don't need that much. Fine. Fine, I just tapped all wrong. After I'm running low on time. Said I was going to play faster, didn't play faster. Done. Get this out of your graveyard. 5 minutes left. And yeah, that's fine. Alright, and hopefully we're going to draw lands. We're going to play Drake. We're going to Clarion. Everything's going to be great. Deck's great. I'm great. Everything's great. Well, they have 5 cards in hand. That's so many. I don't think we can afford to hold off any longer. I'm off holding off longer. Blue. Crackling Drake. We have the Negate. We have the land. I'm fine taking a hit because like next turn we get to Clarion plus give lifelink. So like my plan is negate a Vivian or like any removal spell that isn't Chupacabra. And duress. That's so bad for me. Alright. Well, never mind. They got the best of me. You probably win, opponent. You probably win. This deck friggin' sucks. I don't know that it friggin' sucks, but it's not great. Alright, we're going to take a bunch. Yeah, that's fine. No, I don't want to declare blockers. Cleansing Nova. They have Memorial to Folly. Bunch of lands that can crap. They have 5 cards in hand. I have an Explosion for 1 million. This is getting countered. Oh, never mind. It's Carnage Tyrant. Chemister's Insight. There's a Star of Extinction. That's pretty good. 5, 6, 7. Star of Extinction that. Boop! Blow your stuff up. Alright. Yep, shock. Return. Oh, maybe not returning things. What are you doing? Returning Carnage Tyrant. That is fine. Minutes. Ah! Now it'd be a good time to draw the Niv-Mizzet. See if we can. Boom. Sorry, Bianchi MTG. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm being kind of quiet. I'm trying really hard to play fast to win this game. They're probably gonna play Carnage Tyrant. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can make 10 mana. 6, 5, or 1 short from Cleansing Nova and Niv-Mizzet, so we have to Cleansing Nova pass, which is really unfortunate. Oh, that's a Vivian. Okay, I don't care about that. Can we just, like, kill Vivian? Swamp Edge reveal card zone, huh? Alright, so we can play Niv-Mizzet. We can cast Chemister's Insight. That draws 2 cards, deals 2 damage, 3 damage, does not kill Vivian. Crap. That's really bad. This is bad. Well, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Gosh. Jeez, I have no idea how I'm going to get this off the table. They have Carnage Tyrant in hand. I think I'm still supposed to play it. Niv-Mizzet. Go. They're probably just going to kill Niv-Mizzet. Oh, I tapped like an idiot. Fuck. Oh well. I guess I still have to tap reasonably. Discard this. Drake, what's our time? What do you mean? Hey, baby, you hyped for the Envy? I'm hyped as fuck, Advent. What's our time? What do you mean? It's right there. Opponent in the tank. I don't know why. Alright. Now our thing dies. We're at 3. 4. Dive down would be really sweet to have in our deck right about now. I think I'm dead. I think playing Niv-Mizzet might have been bad. Like, I have 2 minutes left on the clock, so I really feel the need to, like, get them dead. But playing Niv-Mizzet might have just been really bad. Well, I guess if we can get Vivian off the board, we're okay. Vraska's Contempt. Boop. Which is Insight. Teferi, huh? Teferi. So we get Teferi Tuck. They have Vivian. I don't even know if this is good. I'm just playing stuff. Past the point of being able to know what's good. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. I think I'm pretty dead, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do. Ah! I will die on this hill. Somebody kills this. You're drawing an explosion. I can't find it. It was at 404. Maybe we should have let Cheap Resolve and kill it with the Trick on the stack. Yeah, that's fair. I wanted to set up to like Expansion Explosion, the Vivian Reed, for just like 1 billion, and then take 2. They played another threat, so like then I was setting up for Cleansing Nova plus Expansion Explosion. I mean, I probably played these last few turns like awful, right? I just like have been really tired, and this is probably exactly why I'm not gonna play Jeskai. Like this is a really good example of like why I'm not gonna play Jeskai, because like I think I had a reasonable chance to win this game. I think I punted it away. I'm probably willing to take 1 more draw step. Just kind of see what they're doing. Forest. But I mean, a bunch of mistapping, a bunch of thinking, just like a bunch of inexperience. Like I don't think I'm experienced enough with this deck to play it at the Envy. But it is good. Like it's very good. I think we easily could have 3-2'd. We probably could have 4-1'd. That one game I don't think we were reasonably winning, like where we just drew Infinity Lands and died, but I think this deck's powerful. I don't blame people that play it. I just don't think it's for me for the Envy. But people that are smart and thin like you, Austin, it's good for you. Alright. If they play Carnage Turret, that's just fantastic for us. Alright, now we have a chance. Whereas we didn't before. Right? Because we can shock too. I don't know what I'm missing. They have a Vraska's Contempt? I don't care about that. 5, 6... Stroke creatures. They can't cast Contempt? That's actually pretty interesting. Because it means I can have Sinister Sabotage for it. I actually think I'm supposed to draw a card here. This might be kind of bad, but like the fact they can't cast the Contempt is pretty good. We have 1 minute left. Perfect. Alright, well, we have some Sinister Sabotages. Alright. I think we find a Drake, we can still win this game, but we have to find a Drake like now. Like we have to tuck this, find a Drake, they have to have like nothing going on. I just found a Woodland Cemetery, that counts as nothing going on. Blue, blue, Sinister Sabotage. Okay, Graveyard. Alright, well, now we're probably dead. How many Teferis we got left? I guess we got a bunch. They have a creature too. This was like really bad. 20 cards left. Still a lot of Crackling Drakes. We're not very good at drawing Crackling Drake. Find? Ugh. Blech. That's really good. That's really, really good. Alright. No. Okay. Like, I just want them to put Carnage Tyrant into play. I'm gonna counter anything else, like, to, like, incentivize them to put Carnage Tyrant in play so I can, like, blow the stuff up and, get... What's his face back? I have lots of Chemister's Insights to play otherwise. That's Carnage Tyrant, that's fine. Chemister's Insight. Chemister's Insight. Oh no! Oh no! Alright. Discarding Syncopate. This one might be unnecessary to cast. Untap, upkeep, draw. Boop. Red, red. Star this. Blow your stuff up. Blue, blue, red, red. Here's a Drake. 19 power. Alright, we're gonna try it. We got 29 seconds. You got a kill spell? What do you got? Contempt, huh? Cancel. Done. Alright, we have a chance, chat. We have a chance. They do not have another removal spell. We have a chance. I think they might have Chupacabra in their head. Yeah, they do. Alright, that's fine. Opt. Find another one. Oh, I can't see. Bottom. We have 10 seconds? Jeez. This is so bad. No, another Vivian. Alright, fine. We're probably dead. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything in 10 seconds. 10 seconds is just not enough. We were so close. We were so close. Alright. Yeah, you got me. The expansion explosion would probably keep us in the game. We can kill Vivian, draw the rest of our deck, play a Drake, and maybe win that game. We have to hold up a bunch of counter spells. It would probably take me a little bit of time, but actually that game probably was a win. But we're dead. We're dead. I played too slow, took too much time, died. But I think that game was winnable. Could have gotten the bread and butter 3-2. Well, that's it for today. Jeskai, about what I expected it to be honest. Bunch of grinding, pretty fun. Like, if I was playing like an FNM, I would love to play this at FNM, but playing this at the Invitational would be a giant headache, especially when I have to context switch to Modern too. Like, I just don't think I could handle it for 16 rounds. Like, it's hard. It's also, you have to keep in mind that the Invitational is like an extra round on top of regular opens. So, the deck's good. Don't fault people for playing it. I don't think I can. I don't think I will. But deck's very powerful. That's about all there is to it. I mean, you kind of got to see the power of it. It does have a pretty good black-green matchup, but man, like, without Niv, it can take a long time to win some games. So that'll about wrap it up. If you are watching on YouTube, I really appreciate your support. If you would jam that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. It's the easiest way to support me, and it'll let you know when I'm posting more content to YouTube. If you're live here on Twitch, thank you very much for being here. We've been live for about 4 hours and 40 minutes. We played a league with Is It Drakes earlier. We 2-3'd that one as well, so I think we're set for the Invitational. We 2-3'd twice, so we're basically professionals, and we're ready to go. We're ready to win this tournament. So, thanks everybody for being here. If you haven't followed, please make sure to jam that follow button. Thanks for stopping by. There's a lot of things you could have done with your Wednesday night, and I'm glad you were here to spend it with me. Thanks, everybody.